So today, we are trying something very difficult. I'm going to try to get a win with every single kit in this game. There's 46 kits to play from. I only have access to 45, but you'll see footage of the 46th kit later down in this video. This video is a cut down of every single game I've played, how many games it took, and so much more. So we're going to have a little bit of highlights. It's going to be mostly voiceovers. At the very end, we're going to be comparing a tier list to someone of a similar skill level to see if there's any differences. But with that said though, let's begin. We're starting off very quickly with the default kit. It's a very simple kit, just get some wooden tools, doesn't really do too much. Most cheaters will use this because they don't have access to kits yet. But either way, this kit pretty much does nothing, right? And so the goal of every challenge today is to get a win using the items from the kit. And unfortunately, you can't really do that when you've got wooden tools. So this is going to be the only kit that I don't do anything for, and it will make sense as to why soon. So what are the stats for this kit? So in total, it took me 4 games and 4 minutes to get the win of this kit. There's nothing much to default kit, so we're going to be putting it into a tier called nothing. It should just get removed, or I don't know, give it a buff or something, because it literally does nothing right now. So on the usefulness scale, we're giving it a 1 out of 10. The second kit on this list is the Armor Kit. Personally, my favorite kit, but unfortunately, in terms of the actual usefulness of this kit now, it's not too good. I played 7 games of this kit. It took me 7 minutes, and I'm putting this in C tier because it got a nerf. There is no longer 3 pieces for the kit. You only get the chest plate and leggings. You used to get boots. So on the usefulness scale, I would give this a 6 out of 10, and if you know how to use the kit properly, it could probably be even closer to a 7 or an 8. Okay, so the third kit is the Armorsmith Kit, a kit that is overall a very solid kit. It is a bit frowned upon because you're technically just mining and you can just hoard sharp stones and pretty much kill one guy with a sharp 2 or sharp 3 even, like I'm doing now. And so in terms of the usefulness scale, I'm putting it at a 7.5 out of 10. It's a B tier kit in my opinion, but it's not very consistent for kills, only for wins. So depending on how much XP you want to go for, this is a very good kit, but be warned, you're probably going to get yelled at by someone in chat. It's simple as that. The fourth kit is Baseball Player, a kit that typically just doesn't work anymore. There's too many cheaters that just have reduced their knockback, and overall in general, knockback has changed since 2020. You just won't move in a fight anymore, and simple as that. So I'm giving it a D tier rank. Oh, there's also been 7 games and it took 11.5 minutes to get a win. Probably the highest it's going to be in this entire thing, and I've only played these 9 kits at the moment, so I guess we'll see. But on the usefulness scale, I'm giving it a 2 out of 10. The fifth kit is Batguy. Honestly, a pretty underrated kit. The pots are very good if you know how to use them, and if you throw them properly, then you can pretty much stop anybody. So I would give it 7 out of 10 on the usefulness scale. It took me 3 games and 6 minutes to get the win. And you know what? I'm giving it a B tier. I think it deserves a B tier spot. The sixth kit is the Cactus Kit. And to be completely honest with you, I'm going to just put this in the nothing tier because there is no use for it at all. You get leather gear that has thorns on it, and you're going to die in 2 hits, so the thorns isn't going to do anything. It took me 11 games and 12 minutes to get a win of this kit. And it just was impossible to win while trying to use the kit in any sort of way. So I ended up just trying to place Cactus all over the place to get them to take more damage. So I'm putting that at a 1 out of 10 usefulness scale, and it's probably one of the worst kits in this entire game. Please either remove it or just remove it. Honestly, just remove it. The 7th kit is Cannoneer, and if you thought it could get worse, you are definitely correct. For whatever reason, I could not get a win with Cannoneer to save my life. Now, unfortunately, it's not a nothing kit as it does come with iron boots and a water bucket, so I'm going to be putting it in D tier because there is no good things about this kit at all, and if you try and blow up mid or anything like that, you're just going to get targeted anyways. It took 19 games and 20 minutes. It took me 20 minutes to get a win with this kit. So I'm going to be putting it at 2 out of 10 on the usefulness scale, and I hope this kit just gets changed. Just remove it. Again, just remove this kit because it's just annoying, and anyone who goes it, it's just miserable to play against, to be honest with you. The 8th kit is the Disco Kit, and to be completely honest with you, this is one of my favorite kits. It's very balanced, and even after the nerf that happened not too long ago, it's still a very solid kit. You can rush mid without worrying about getting 2-tapped, and it's honestly really, really good to rush with. I'm going to be putting this in A tier because it's honestly such a good kit. It took me 1 game, 1.5 minutes, easy days, right? It was an easy game. And out of the usefulness, it's a 9 out of 10. If the nerf never happened, it would be a 10 out of 10. It's honestly a really balanced kit, and I want all kits to be like this eventually. The 9th and last kit of this first session is Ecologist, and to put it out there right now, it is a top 5 kits in all of Skywars right now. It's really powerful, it has an equivalent of a sharp stone, and if you use the barbarian perk, you can get like a sharp 2 diamond if you get enough kills. It took 1 game, 2 minutes, and in the end I got a 3 win streak, which is quite nice. Anything in the top 5 will also be getting S tier, I forgot to mention that, but yeah, it's just a really solid kit. To be honest, it's really too powerful. They get pans, they get blocks, and they get a sword, which is everything you need to rush. And if you play Skywars at all, you'll know that you'll probably have 1 or 2 of those every single game. It's just the best, essentially. 9.5 on the usefulness scale, only because you're still pretty much a 2-tap if you're not careful. But if you get the game started and you get a few kills like I did in this game, there's a pretty low chance you're going to lose. So, the 10th kit is the Enchanter kit, a kit that is very solid. It's same thing with Armorsmith. It's the same thing when it comes to you're going to get yelled at because it's quite consistent and it's quite a scummy strat to do. If you have Fortune Teller, which allows you to get certified sharpness and protection depending on how many levels you put into the enchant table, it's pretty solid and you most likely won't lose any game. So it took 4 games, 10 minutes, I'm giving it a B tier, and it's going to be an 8 out of the 10 on the usefulness scale. The 11th kit is the Enderchest kit. It does take a minute for you to even have access to this chest, so it isn't too great. You're pretty much banking on the whole game on this one chest, and if it doesn't go well, then you might have just thrown your entire game. It took me 2 games, 4 minutes. I'm putting it on C tier because it is mainly luck. On the usefulness scale, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. The next kit is Enderman. It's a very, very solid kit. It's not an S tier kit because there is a cooldown to use it and you only get 1 pearl, but it's very good to rush with, to get away with, and getting pearls in normal mode is very hard to come by. It took me 1 game, 2 minutes, and I'm putting it as an A tier kit. It's very, very good. And yeah, I'm putting it on 8 out of 10 on the usefulness scale. So next up is the Energix kit, a kit that gives you just a strength potion for 5 seconds. A very simple kit, but it can be very powerful if you use it properly. This game I was quite lucky and used it at a good timing, but the timing is very important or else the kit's just going to be useless and you just waste strength. So it took me 1 game, 3 minutes, and I'm putting it in B tier because if you know how to use it properly, you're probably going to win the game, just straight up. And yeah, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 on the usefulness scale. The next kit, which I think can officially be one of the worst kits in this game, is the Engineer kit. It doesn't have anything that you need. It gets cobwebs, so I can't put it in the nothing tier, but it's just not great at all. So it took me 12 games, 18 minutes, and I'm putting it as a D tier kit. So, and with that said, I'm giving it a 2 out of 10 on the usefulness scale. Ah yes, Farmer. Farmer is one of my favorite kits of all time, but unfortunately the nerf took this kit to the ground. So it took me 5 games, 6 minutes, and I'm only going to be able to give it a C tier kit as you don't really get much anymore. The iron pants are alright, but that's about it. I'm giving it a 5 out of 10 on usefulness scale, and it does hurt because Farmer was one of my favorite kits of all time. The next kit on this list is Fisherman. It's one of the kits that you don't go because there's nothing in the Fisherman kit that you don't already get from chests. You get a rod. The rod doesn't have anything fancy on it. It's just an enchanted rod. But you do get a chainmail helmet, but if you get an iron helmet, it is better. It took me 10 games, 17 minutes, and I'm putting it in D tier. It's just not a great kit at all. I'm giving it a 2 out of 10 on the usefulness scale. The next kit, which is widely known as one of the best kits in the whole game right now, is the Frog kit. It has a jump boost and a speed for 1 minute, and it's very, very good to get away with. You can get it really high. Anyone camping, you can get to them pretty easily. And the speed is also quite nice. On MSL, it does best. I had a video that I used Frog, and there's a lot of people that go Frog on MSL, so it's still one of the best kits to this day. It took me 1 game, 3 minutes, and it's going in S tier. I know, a lot of people might not like that, but S tier it is because it's just, you can rush mid pretty much instantly on any map, and you can be the first to mid. And with that said, I mean, like, what else do you want me to say? It's just really, really good. I'm putting it a 9 out of 10 on the usefulness scale because you can still die very quickly if you're not careful. Now, the next kit is Grenade. Grenade's just one of those kits that only help you sometimes in very lucky scenarios. So it took me 4 games, 6.5 minutes, and I'm putting it into B tier because it's barely in B tier because sometimes you can fight someone and the creeper could instantly explode us upon getting teleported to you. I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10 on the usefulness scale. The kit that has surprised me the most in this entire video is actually the Guardian kit, which is the next kit on this list. You can use the mobs to hide behind them and try and get the first combo off, because in normal mode, the first combo is what matters the most, because you only get one combo to kind of win. If you don't get the first combo, you kind of just die. So it took me 1 game, 2 minutes, and I'm giving it a BT kit. It's honestly really good. Maybe it's just me because I have high ping, but I think it could be a decent kit. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 on the usefulness scale. The next kit up is Healer, and again, it did quite surprise me, because if you do use it in the right scenario, you get 6 hearts instantly upon kill if you throw the 3 potions down. It took me 1 game, 2 minutes, and I'm putting it in B tier again. It's quite solid, and it could give you the advantage if someone's trying to clean you and you don't really have time to gap up. So I'm giving this a 7 out of 10 on the usefulness scale. Hunter kit is mainly a bow kit. It comes with a bow, whatever. And I'm not very good at it. So in this video, you're going to see that when I'm using it, it looks pretty bad. But I know for a fact that the Hunter is one of the best kits in the whole game. Because if you know how to aim for bow, you're never going to lose. It's power 1 literally where you get for a middle. You can literally get 2 hits on someone and they're already on half health. Unfortunately for me though, it did take me 5 games and 9 minutes. And in an overall consensus, I'm giving it a B tier kit. If you know how to use a bow, it's probably close to S tier kit. But yeah, I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10 on the usefulness scale. And then the last kit to end off this whole entire video is Jester. It's one of those funny kits that you just play sometimes because you just want to have a goof around, right? It's solely RNG, and if you get any diamond sword at all, it's pretty much a very easy first kill, which can help you win the entire game. It took me 4 games and 9 minutes, and it is a C tier kit, and I'm giving it a 5 out of 10 on the usefulness scale. So with that all said, let's go to the statistics for today. It took me 106 games, 159 minutes to get 22 wins with 22 kits, with an average of about 7 minutes and 27 seconds with each kit. To be honest, for someone who's not very good at the game, I think that's alright, but there is some kits that definitely slowed down this average more than others. But yeah, with that said, this is only half the kits, and next time we're going to be doing, I think it's like 26 or something. So yeah, with that said, let's go to present deal with the outro.
Alright, and that's about it for all the first half of the kits. I'll probably upload the second part, probably, I don't know, next month when I actually have time to record this. But yeah, if you have any ideas of what I should do with these kits, if you want to do something else, let me know. But with that said, my name is Dill, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.